I always used to think of myself as someone who was not so superficial, but in recent times that's been challenged because in recent years I was very, very focused on looks in dating, in the girls I chose. And I was thinking about why this was. Why is it that someone who I have a lot of intellectual pursuits, I can have deep conversations, I enjoy deep conversations, I don't want a complete idiot to be with. Why was it that for so many years I was focused on looks? And part of it was maybe because I compromised so much in my youth. I was with someone that I thought, oh, well, I'm going to look past this because maybe there's something deeper. But then there really wasn't something deeper. And I was with someone who was not very attractive physically or in terms of personality. But the more I look into it, the more I see that so much of what I did was motivated by fear. I thought I am going to get hurt in a relationship anyway. I'm going to be betrayed. There's going to be things that happen that hurt me. And I guess the reason I got into understanding dating, understanding relationships is because I was afraid of getting hurt. I wanted to mitigate that as much as I possibly could. And yeah, sure, it's given me some useful information. And it's, I am now more aware of when there are red flags, when there are things that I need to adjust so that I can keep things on course. Whereas in my youth, I was totally unaware of them. I never had someone to explain what relationships should look like and what you should do if something happens. But really, in the last few years, since I found that I was able to attract very attractive women, I was pretty much thinking, well, I'm going to get hurt anyway, so she might as well be really hot. And I'm not proud of myself for that. I pushed away girls because they didn't look completely perfect. They had flaws. I mean, I dated some girls who I couldn't find the flaws. They would have been 9s in terms of what guys talk about. But they weren't good people. They weren't relationship compatible with me. And yet I was willing to put up with all the incompatibility. I was willing to put up with all the stress and the chaos because they at least satisfied me at the superficial level. And for so much time chasing girls who I could fantasize that they were perfect. They weren't perfect. I could fantasize that they were perfect. That allowed me to ignore my fears. It allowed me to not have to deal with my own issues. But in the real world, that's just not sustainable. Not everyone looks great every single day. And actually, you get used to it. Like, I am with someone that I thought, wow, that girl is so beautiful. But what really keeps us together is our relationship. And I was talking with my current coach that there are some things that cannot be healed unless you're in a relationship. Anyway, these are some realizations I wanted to share with you. I hope someone finds them useful. And thank you very much for listening.